to Jose. Swung on, hit high, hit deep to right, away back into the second deck. Jose Ramirez. Oh my goodness.
Good teams win, but great teams cover.
Travis Kelce touchdown. We're so due.
Getting that, Vic. Everybody like.
Welcome back to Hold My Bet Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Park. Here with me, as always, the one, the only DTF. Dylan, I see you got your Chicago Blackhawks hat on. You want to
Football
explain that?
season's over. It is straight to hockey season from here.
And I'm going to assume that the Blackhawks are your team.
Yes, my allegiance lies to the Cleveland Monsters and the Chicago Blackhawks, even though we do have the Columbus Blue Jackets here in Ohio. I just, for personal reasons, ride with the Hawks.
I mean, that's valid. I'm a Tampa fan for hockey.
That would have been my third choice, but because of my ties to Tampa, but...
Yeah, well, a bunch of my family, any of my family that does watch hockey is all Tampa people, so I kind of just naturally was rooting for them when I first started watching hockey. So
well, and they had a good run for a couple of years back to back.
Yeah, that, and it also worked out when I was looking to buy my first hockey jersey that they had a player that was number 21, and that's my favorite number, so I'm like, okay, cool. I think this guy's pretty good. Point.
Yeah.
What's his first name? Is it Braden?
It's Brandon Park. It is Braden Point. Yeah.
That's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, I'm still learning hockey. I have been the last couple of years trying to get more into it, but it's the one thing I hate that it's with basketball season. I know you haven't been a big NBA fan.
It's been since probably 2018. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that goes behind it. Just getting older, the core basketball memories that I have are from LeBron years in Cleveland, and when LeBron left again, and we went through those terrible years of the Cavs. This has been the first few years that it's been great to watch them again. But I think the product of NBA has been shitty compared to years past. And again, old man take, but the 3-ball ruined the game. I think.
I don't even know if I would say the 3-ball as much as just hack a shack. I mean, there's no reason that each team should be shooting 43 throws a game.
Well, I don't know. I think once Steph Curry kind of set that tone of we're just going to chuck up threes, I feel like everybody decided to follow. The hack a shack thing, I mean, that's completely separate. But yeah, certainly, like Shy doesn't need to get all those free throws. But that's a part of the strategy.
Yeah, that's more or less what I'm talking about, like SGA and James Harden. When you just kind of run to the paint, chuck it up, whether you make it or not, you're getting 2 free throws.
Yeah, I don't know. And, we look at, like, All-Star Weekends. All-Star Weekends hasn't been the same probably since 2016, 2017. Aaron Gordon.
Probably the last good one.
Zach LaVine duking it out for the dunk contest. So, yeah. This time of year, in the last at least 2 to 3 years, I've been primarily focused on NHL over NBA, which is crazy because I grew up a basketball kid, and I'm still really a basketball kid at heart. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
And as I get older, I much prefer watching hockey.
Yeah. I mean, I still love NBA. I buy League Pass every year, so I'll watch all the big matchups. And then, like, I'll follow players that I like. Like, I've been watching a lot of like Con Knipple this year, so he's been really cool to watch. I've actually been watching a little bit more college basketball this year too, because I'm not usually a big college basketball guy until tournament time. Because March Madness, I don't care about college basketball until the tournament. Because that's when you get.
That's
real
how I
basketball.
usually feel as well, unless we go to a game like 3 years ago or 3 or 4 years ago when I went to Kansas, and then seeing Ohio State play last week. But to me, I think college, just like college football, much better product on the field, on the court.
Yeah, I would agree. What did you think of the bowl games this weekend? Speaking of college football,
Little lopsided, and I thought that they should have played the Miami and Texas A&M game at night. I thought that should have been a primetime game, not the early slate game. If you were to ask me which should have been earlier in the day, I thought that the Oregon James Madison game should have been early, but being that it was in Oregon, it would have had to have played midday or at night. So with that being said, Ole Miss probably could have been the 12 o'clock game. So I would have reshaped it as Ole Miss Tulane first, then Oregon James Madison, then Miami Texas A&M. Happy that Miami won. Love a good Ohio State Miami matchup, especially playing in Dallas, Texas. Didn't really want that Texas A&M home field advantage. And I'm certainly excited for what's to come in the other matchups.
Yeah, I thought that game was pretty wild. I did not expect it to be 0-0 going into halftime.
A lot of missed field goals.
But, I mean, yeah, lots of missed field goals. So I'm looking forward to Ohio State, Miami.
No,
that's this
that is
weekend,
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve?
Yeah, and New Year's Eve's got some good games. We got Michigan versus Texas, Nebraska, Utah, Iowa, Vanderbilt, Miami, Ohio State. But Thursday, January 1st, is going to be an absolute slate with Oregon facing Texas Tech, then Alabama and Indiana, and then Ole Miss and Georgia. Ole Miss, Georgia being a rematch. Alabama, Indiana is honestly the game that I have circled on my sheet here, because I think that Alabama could be probably one of the most difficult opponents that Indiana has played in their run, not named Ohio State or Oregon. And then to give Oregon their flowers, that game versus Texas Tech is going to be awesome. I think that those three games are going to be incredible. So 2 days in a row, we're going to have some really good college football. Hopefully Ohio State comes out on top with no problem against Miami, and we move on to the semifinals. But yeah, great weekend of college football. No stress there. It was just shitty NFL. The product is just pissing me off, and both the teams that I love dearly, the Bucks and Browns, lose in tremendous fashion, 23-20 bowl each. It's just like, come on, let's just keep kicking me in the dick.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and start off with Thursday Night Football. We had the Seattle Seahawks beating the Los Angeles Rams 38-37. So when I was at work during the majority of this game, so I thought it was a wash pretty early on when I saw the Rams were up by, 2 scores?
Yeah, I mean,
they had 30
Seattle
already.
Looked like they were just done for, and looked like Sam Darnold turned back into a pumpkin.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere, he
forgot that JSN was on the team, and then immediately revived him to get 96 yards. I don't think he had more than 25 receiving yards in the first half, if he had any.
Yeah. I kind of want to visit that play that was so controversial. The lateral pass.
You watch it fast, it looks like it was behind the quarterback, so that's a lateral, it's not a forward pass. But then he bounces off the helmet and goes forward into the end zone. There are a lot of, confusions when it comes to what happens when a ball fumbles into the end zone. So, for it to be a live ball, certainly wasn't what I was expecting, but that is by rule. So, it was a touchdown because he, touched it in the end zone.
Yeah, I was shocked when they called it because I was like, I so happened to turn the game on when that happened, and I said, "What the hell?
Yeah.
How did they score a touchdown?" But I also wasn't able to listen to it with volume, so I was trying to go off of Twitter to get the explanation, and that wasn't too much help. It was just people getting pissed off. But hey, I'm happy right now. I'm right now in, I think, first place or tied for first place.
In the steak race?
Yeah, I think I'm in first right now, as of right now.
The race to first place.
Yes, I am in first.
You are in first place. And
yes, I'm in last place in hold my
Yeah.
bets right now. But not by much. Not by much, Mr. Fields.
No, I'm currently sliding down on that competition, but
I was gonna say that competition's
Yeah.
close right now. This is probably the closest we've ever
it's
had
very
it.
close. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, because I mean, realistically, not saying that's gonna happen, but I mean, realistically, like me or the lad could come out of nowhere and
Mhm.
win the whole damn thing. Not that I think it'll happen, but I mean, right now, you're 22 and 23, not including today's games, but going into this week, I was 20 and 25. Korg was 25 and 20, and the lad's 22 and 23. So the lad's tied with you right now. And then I was 2 games out, and you went what,
so
1 for
I'm
2
23,
today?
25. Dale, or the lad, is 25 and 23. You're currently sitting at 1
Yeah.
and 1 for the
I
day, so you're 21 and 26, and Korg is 1 and 1, so he's 26 and 21.
Yeah, I should be 3-0 right now. I'm pissed. I missed it by 3 yards. Anytime I choose Shador
Well,
Sanders
I
for
gotta stop
anything,
betting on Buccaneers.
it's always like 2 to
I
3
bet
yards
Bucky
off.
on a limb, or on a whim. I should have went with Chris Boswell. I should have just stuck it out. Put the Bos God back in.
And you were just hoping for that would give your Bucks the boost to
Yeah.
win the game.
Yeah, I was hoping that was going to be the game winner, but the thing that pisses, and we'll get into it, but yeah, I'll just save it because the Buccaneers, man, they pissed me off. This was a bad week, but we'll get into it. But overall, good game by the Seahawks. Controversial at the ending, but it is what it is. The Rams still covered 1.5 points, which is crazy.
Yeah. I almost said something to the lad, actually, when he submitted his pick about the 1.5. I'm like, why wouldn't you take the money line?
Good
Shit,
teams
he would
win,
have
great
proved me
teams
wrong.
cover.
Yeah. So, shout out to the lad for taking the 1.5 points. But next, we had Saturday Night Football, which I somehow did not realize that they were playing on Saturday until about 2 hours before the Eagles-Commanders game. I was so focused on the bowl games. And I'm like, man, they keep showing the Eagles on the TV for whatever reason. I'm like, did something happen that I missed? And I'm like, oh, no.
I had a
they're
nice
playing.
5-leg parlay for each of the 5 games that were big that night. All came down to the Bears game, and the Bears fucked me. No,
What, did you
I
choose the
picked
Bears to
the
lose?
over. It was 44.5. And the last time those two played each other, they scored a total of 49. So I thought it would be doable, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that Jordan Love would get hurt and leave the game, or that it was super
Yeah.
fucking windy, or that it was bad. I mean that.
They wouldn't have had that problem if they had Dustin Crum on their team.
It is
Who
true.
beat Jordan Love?
He did outplay him in the 2020 Frisco Bowl. But with that being said, everything else hit. I had Miami beating Texas A&M. I had Ole Miss covering, Oregon covering, Philadelphia covering, and I just picked the over, and I got fucked. And it was a nice payout too. It was like plus 2,200. Yeah, I was so pissed. I was 4 out of 5 legs, and they went to OT. So all Green Bay had to do was score in the first drive, and then have the Bears come back and win with a touchdown and a 2-point or something, and the over would have hit. But whatever. The Eagles game, they're a little slow to start. Commanders started off a little stronger than I thought they would. And then Marcus Mariota got hurt, and Johnson came in, which, blah.
Yeah, I don't know how he's on an NFL roster still, but
he had some chemistry with Debo, got the ball to Debo, but I mean, after Mariota went out, it was mainly just the Eagles playing with their food. They took care of business and got the game done and over with. Eagles are just, I think they're just on cruise control right now. They won the division, so they are just on cruise control until playoffs.
Yeah, because I mean they have no shot at the number 1 seed or even number 2 seed. So I mean they got their spot locked and don't really have to worry about anything. So I could even see Tanner McKee starting the next 2 weeks.
I wouldn't want to risk any injuries. If you know you already got the division and you got that home field advantage, why risk it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But next, we'll move into the Bears-Packers game, where we had the Chicago Bears winning in overtime, 22-16. This game actually looked like it was going to be the Packers for the taking, and then the Bears get an onside kick, and Caleb Williams has one hell of a pass to DJ Moore.
Did you see the cheese grater hat?
That was awesome.
I was awesome. Like, man, I love this rivalry. It's one of the best in football. DJ Moore was seen in his post-game interview wearing a cheese grater hat, and then Caleb Williams was wearing it also. Just gotta love it. That's good for the sport. I love rivalry.
Good for the sport, good for the rivalry. Absolutely. I think Caleb Williams is going to be great in this league. Just the passes he's able to make, and I don't know. It's special.
I actually am starting to see a lot of positive signs coming from these young quarterbacks. Like Caleb Williams, Drake May, they're really filling into their role as a leader on their team. Despite injury, the jury's still out on Jaden Daniels. We've seen really one good sample size of a season for Jaden, but you hope he comes back stronger than next year and he can come back and do what he does. But right now, with Caleb Williams and Drake May doing what they're doing, they're fun to watch. And yeah, Caleb Williams has a good team, a good coach. They have all the tools to go far. They just got to figure it out. I mean, they started off so slow against these Packers who had no Micah Parsons and they had no Jordan Love. They should have been able to capitalize in that game completely, and they didn't. I mean,
both games against Green Bay, they started off really slow, and it was heroics at the end, both of these games. But I was glad to see the Bears come away with the win. They ended up clinching a playoff spot today, too, but we'll get into that. That's one of our last games we'll get into. But let's go ahead and get into our Sunday slate. We'll go ahead and knock this game out of the way. We had the New Orleans Saints demolishing the New York Jets 29-6. I mean, this game wasn't particularly close. It was close for a little bit at one point.
Olave had a great game.
Olave 146 yards, 10 catches, 2 touchdowns.
I saw someone tweet about it and call it the Cottonelle Bowl, and they said that this game really didn't matter. Both teams will be in Cancun in 2 weeks anyways.
Which is true.
But Tyler Shuck, again, a 300-yard performance, gets the job done against a really shitty Jets team. I almost said against Brady Quinn. What's his name, Brady?
Hey,
Brady Cook against Brady Cook. It's just hell in New York right now. You hate to see it.
Yeah, at this point, you just gotta. If you're a Jets fan, you're just
Yeah, I mean
counting down the
that's
weeks.
how I felt watching the Cleveland Browns today. Like you're just counting down the weeks because now you're stuck with injury and it gets even worse. But
Yeah, but I mean, I think Tyler Shuck has played, especially these last couple weeks. I think he's played good enough to where he should
well,
be the starter next
I was
year
thinking about it today.
in
You
New
know, they
Orleans.
have right now 5 wins. Of those 5 wins, let me just go back here.
I think he's been the starter for all of them.
Hold on. There was a Spencer Rattler game they won against the Giants. But aside from the
That's right.
Giants, he's won the other 4 wins. If you go back to the beginning of the season, I think he could have beat the Cardinals. I don't think he could have beat the Niners. I don't think he could beat the Seahawks, Bills, or the Patriots, or the Bears. Did he play?
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, Rattler, in my opinion, wasn't playing horrible in those games. There were a couple of
I
them
think he
didn't look
took
great,
over in
but
the Buccaneers game, actually. Yeah, it was the Buccaneers
yes,
game the first time around. So since that game, I mean, they had a tough schedule this year, but so going back to what I was saying, if he started the whole season, I think he could have probably squeaked out 1 or 2 more wins. Um, but a 6-win team, and then going into the Titans and Falcons his last 2 weeks, there's a lot of promise in New Orleans. I mean, if they can get it figured out with their running back situation with injuries, Chris Olave has been begging for a good team for a while. I mean, you got a stud wide receiver.
I mean just their overall roster in general. I mean they're in cap
Mm-hmm.
hell right now too. So, but I mean Tyler Shuck, I mean he's looked pretty solid. So I mean I'm looking forward to seeing what he's gonna look
Yeah.
like going in next year. Um, but yeah, New York can't wait for the season to be over. Next, we'll go ahead and talk about the Buffalo Bills beating the Cleveland Browns 23-20. Um, Even with the Browns keeping this game close the whole time, I knew we didn't have a shot. I knew we'd blow
I,
that
I
game.
mean,
I had like false hope, like it's like, oh, we're getting the ball back with 2 minutes. We don't gain a single
I thought
yard.
maybe there's a shot.
Yeah, I was just hoping for 3 more passing yards from Shador Sanders, but nope, I can't get
Yeah,
that either.
sad to see Quinshon Judkins season over, broken fibula, sprained ankle, in a game that really just didn't matter to us, to the Browns. Josh Allen,
Yeah, thank God.
yeah,
Thank God it was only that because I thought it
yeah,
was
they
going to
said
be
like
even
4 to 5
worse
months.
because he's only expected to be out for 4 to 5 months, which puts him back in full go. Well, at
Yeah,
least able
for
to
training camp,
practice
he'll be fine.
by springtime.
Um, but
Yeah,
Josh Allen didn't look great. I mean, he overall looked slow. He had an injury in the before halftime, came back negative, but only 130 yards. It was the James Cook game, so if you were trying to bet the Jay Cook Jay Allen parlay, you would have failed. James Cook with 117 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Um, they just they just knew how to take over this Browns defense. Yeah, Cork's guts still on the table.
yeah, yeah. Still on the table, right here, right on my desk, waiting for Jay Cook, Jay Allen to hit. Once it hits, we're gonna give it away to one lucky person that comments down below. So just a friendly reminder: comment down below.
Just spam Jay in the
Spam Cork's gut in the
spam
comments.
Jay for Jay Cook, Jay Allen.
Yes.
But yep, Bills move on. Browns season over. That's the first of my 2 season over rants.
Yeah. Next, this one was pretty expected, especially after Patrick Mahomes was announced out for the year. Tennessee Titans beating the Kansas City Chiefs 26-9. I mean, Kansas City can't wait
Well,
for
and
the
Gardner
season to be over
Minshew, who
too.
filled in for Patrick Mahomes, tore his ACL. So back-to-back weeks of starting quarterbacks for the Chiefs tearing their ACL.
Yes, and you know who should be their starting quarterback right now going
Dustin
into
Crum.
Week 17 is
I
Dustin
will live and
Crum.
die on him.
So I think Mr. Andy Reid needs to hop on the phone and
Yep.
give
CFL
Mr. Crum a
season's
call.
over. He's a free agent right now. Bring him in. Which
Yeah, bring him
the
in.
latest is
He knows
he's
the
waiting
system.
for payday. Yeah, he's a free agent.
Oh, he is?
So he's waiting for a payday.
There we go. Cam Ward had one crazy ass throw in this game, though. Did you see it when he was
No,
escaping
I
the
didn't
pocket?
get to see any highlights from this game, if I'm being honest. I saw just about every other game except this one. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my TV.
Yeah, Cam Ward probably had one of the best passes not ever seen, but seen this season at least. Yeah, I think if Tennessee gets him some weapons, and they're starting to get the O line figured out a little bit. If they get him some weapons, they'll probably have to get some younger running backs because these running backs aren't probably going to cut it for too much longer. I think he'll be pretty good. I think he'll have a decent career.
So I've got this theory. How many wins do they have? They have 3 wins.
Let's hear it.
I want them to win like 1 or 2 more games because I think this is the team I want Carnell Tate to go to. I think Cam Ward. Well, if it's not the Browns. If it's not the Browns at 4 or 5 or whatever they're at, I think Cam Ward and Carnell Tate would do numbers.
Oh, definitely.
I'm just looking at the draft, and I just don't know where he fits in other than Cleveland. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see. I want to see who they end up hiring for their coach. Good, they don't have a head coach right now. I'm also curious if Stefanski's still going to be the coach or not.
I still think he will be.
Do you think he should be personally?
Yeah, it's a tough question because I thought he's not doing the play calling anymore, right?
Offensive, but see, this is the thing with him. I feel like this happens every year. He starts off the year calling plays. They start doing bad, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to take the blame for this.
Yeah.
You do this." And it's the same story over and over and over again every year.
Yeah, I mean, it
Maybe
does
that's
feel
just
like that,
me.
but the season's always riddled with injury, and I mean, you can't expect a full season to play out fine, but just imagine if Baker never got hurt.
Yeah.
Just imagine if Chubb never got hurt. Just imagine if, I could keep going down the list. It's like, imagine if Deshaun never got hurt.
Yeah.
Imagine if Deshaun never got fucking sexually assaulting 23 women. And imagine that. The Cleveland Browns are cursed. It is just through and through, they are cursed. And anytime they get something, and I'm not saying Deshaun's good, but the idea of a Pro Bowl quarterback coming to Cleveland was a good idea, right? We had the historic run with Joe Flacco. Shit the bed the first week of the playoffs. We lose Nick Chubb, so he didn't play in the playoffs. Now Judkins is like, you don't want to start to become injury-ridden by that factor, too. I don't know. I get on these soapboxes,
Right.
but I don't know about Stefanski. I want to try to believe that he isn't the problem, but if he's not the problem, it's just going to be the next guy. And who out there is really going to be a good fit right now? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing too. It's one of those situations for me, at least as a Browns fan. If they fire him, okay, cool, whatever. They don't fire him, okay, cool, whatever. I really don't care what they do. As long as they are better next year. Not saying they have to be necessarily.
Well, they got to be better than 3 wins better.
Yeah, you gotta give me more than 3 wins, and that's not meaning 4. I'm meaning like
I can't stand it when I see
minimum.
them talking about how Bill Belichick has ties to Cleveland still and would possibly be a candidate for next year. It's like, no, I don't think Bill Belichick wants to come to Cleveland. Like, I just don't. I don't think he wants to come to Cleveland.
I don't know if I really
he's
want
done.
him to.
He's done. So he got lucky having Tom Brady. If he came back to New England and had Drake May, would probably do the same thing.
Oh, yeah, you end up like Mac Jones, and look where Mac Jones is at now.
I still think Drake May is better than Mac Jones, but yeah.
Oh, well, 100%. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to necessarily compare the two. I'm just saying he couldn't figure it out with Mac Jones. And Mac Jones, I mean, realistically, you don't need Brock Purdy if you're the 49ers if you have Mac Jones.
Well, I think Mac Jones had a Sam Darnold type season in Minnesota where he might end up being a starter somewhere else next year, unless he's happy being the backup in San Francisco.
Well, he's still under contract with them. But I know I've seen a lot of people making videos on like whether, Mac Jones is on the trade market, is a team going to get desperate and trade a good amount of capital for him. And I don't know if San Francisco is going to let him go or not. With Purdy's injuries and just their overall team injuries. I mean, with how many injuries they had this year and the fact that they just clinched a playoff seed today, and they don't have their 2 best defensive players. They haven't had them for majority of the year.
Right.
And Purdy missed what? He's missed at least 6 weeks?
It might be more.
Minimum? Yeah, might even be more. And they're just fine.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure he only played a handful of games. Purdy, he has played this year 6 games.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he's missed more than 6 games. Yeah, so my point, like, I don't know if they can afford to lose Mac Jones.
No, I don't.
I mean, if someone came and said, "Hey, we'll give you a first-round pick for your backup quarterback," I mean, I take that every day of the week. But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't know if he'll get dealt or not and get an opportunity, and where exactly. Whether it's Minnesota or Miami, even is another one to think about. Arizona. Vegas. I can't really think of anywhere else. I guess Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If Penix is going to be missing a good amount of next year. It sounded like his ACL injury was pretty bad. I would hope that he would start or be ready to start next year, but who knows? Shoot, I mean, anywhere. I mean, the Jets. Jets would be a good one. Not that I'd really want to go there if I was him, but if it got me starting, sure. But we'll go ahead and move into the next game. We had the LA Chargers beating the Dallas Cowboys 34-17. I watched on and off in this game. Chargers, I mean, they started off slow in the first half, and then after the first half was over, this game was done. Just Dallas's defense looked like good old Dallas defense.
This is good. This was a good game for the Chargers. They get a win here for 11 wins, and they hold their own destiny to win the AFC West. If they win out, which would be including the Texans and the Broncos, they win the AFC West. Broncos lose today. which we'll get into that, but that was a crazy game. Chargers are good. Justin Herbert, good.
Yeah, yeah. Justin Herbert, very good. Chargers defense, very good. Dallas really had nothing to play for this game because they were already eliminated after yesterday's game. Because I think their only path was winning the division.
Yes. Yep.
But they were banking on the Commanders beating the Eagles, which realistically didn't have too big of a chance. But yeah, I think it's very interesting how much this playoff. I think this is probably the most a playoff picture has drastically changed the last couple weeks
Oh, yeah.
of the NFL
No, it's
season.
a lot of.
I mean, now Jacksonville's what? Are they number one in the? No, they're not number one, but they have a chance to be number one in the conference. Which that alone's crazy. I mean, this playoff race might be done and over with. I'm gonna guess. Well, no,
Well,
it's probably gonna
Denver's
go
still
to
number one in the conference, and New England follows behind Denver. If New England beats the Ravens tonight, they would be tied.
Which they have the
Do they have a
lead
tiebreaker?
currently.
No, they haven't played each other, right? No, they did not play each other.
No.
But Jacksonville's up there. I mean, they are certainly one of the top 3 teams in the AFC.
Yeah, 100%. I was just shocked to realize that they had a chance to actually get the number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs. I feel like they've been, I don't want to say an under the radar team, but I mean, with the Colts having the lead in that division for majority of the year, I feel like a lot of people fell asleep on the Jaguars, including myself. I mean, I didn't even realize how close they were in the race until Indianapolis fell off, and man, they fell off a cliff bad.
Zay Flowers touchdown. The big thing with the Jags is everybody rushes them off. They laugh them off. They don't trust Trevor Lawrence or believe that the Jags are a good team. And I think today was the first time all season a lot of analysts will say the Jacksonville Jaguars are a good team. They are 11 wins for the first time since 2007. Almost 20 years
Yeah, that's nuts.
since they've won this many games. They have something good going in Jacksonville. And I think it starts with Liam Cohen possibly being coach of the year.
Yeah, and in all honesty, I mean, granted, the last 2 weeks Trevor Lawrence has played great. He had a 5 touchdown performance last week.
5 with a rushing touchdown, making 6.
Yeah. But I mean, for majority of the year, he hasn't really played that great. These last 2 weeks, he's looked awesome, but to be able to pull off 11 wins and your quarterback's not even playing all that great. I mean, that's saying something. But yeah, Jags win over the Broncos 34-20. We'll kind of just skip right over this one, but we'll talk about it just briefly. Vikings beating the Giants 16-13. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping the Giants were.
Yeah, I
gonna
can't
win
believe
this game.
the Vikings have 7 wins.
Yeah, they're
JJ hit the over.
Third in a row.
85 rushing or receiving yards. I think only the second or third time this season.
Yes. Yes, he did. And JJ McCarthy left the game early, which put Max Brosmer in the game. Yeah, I forget what his injury was. I don't remember if it was a concussion or his hand. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see what happened. I can't remember. figured that would have popped up right here. Oh well. I ain't too worried about it. J.J. McCarthy, 9 for 14, 108 yards and an interception, 3 sacks. I mean, what do you do if you're Minnesota this offseason? Do you run it back? I mean, you're already invested in it.
You let Sam Darnold go for this
bit.
guy. I feel like you have to run it back.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like Justin Jefferson's got to request a trade.
Or they go after Joe Burrow.
I mean, yeah, that's a possibility too. Do you think Cincinnati will budge though? I don't think they'll budge.
I don't think so.
I think the only way they budge is if he pulls a Carson Palmer, unfortunately. Just doesn't show up.
He doesn't seem like that type of guy, but I also don't think he's the type of guy that's just going to take the beating for nothing. Like, he's got to visibly be, like, telling the front office, like, you guys have got to make a move then. You've got to show me that you want to win a Super Bowl as bad as I do, because it doesn't feel like it. And maybe they're having these conversations, but I can't imagine that he is.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree 100%. They looked great today. They beat Miami 45-21 in Quinn Ewers' first NFL start. Yeah, 20 for 30, 260 yards passing, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Both touchdowns that Miami scored. Well, all 3 of them. My apologies. Yep. They were all rushing touchdowns. One from Achane, Jalen Wright, and then Malik Washington. Not the prettiest of starts for Quinn Ewers, but I mean, Miami's throwing the hat in. I mean, it sounds like Mike McDaniel's job's pretty safe now.
Yeah, what was up with Tyreek Hill tweeting? Did you see the GIF?
So it's pretty much been announced that they're going to be parting ways with Tyreek Hill at the end of the year.
I wonder... Oh, Jesus, Drake May. I wonder where he'll end up going and if he goes back to KC or if he's done. Do you think he still has it in him?
I think he could do something for like another year or two. I don't think he's not a top 5 receiver anymore, but I think he can give you a little spark. I could see him going back to Kansas City and somehow fitting right in with Worthy and Rice, playing some role right there, but you know, playing some role for some Super Bowl contender ultimately, but yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not really too much to talk about in this game, other than St.Brown getting 3 touchdowns, which unfortunately I played him in fantasy this week, and I'm... Ooh, hold on. Okay, I need Drake May to keep feeding Stephon Diggs the ball. Because right now I'm down by 30, and I have Kittle playing tomorrow, so if I could get it to manageable spot, that would feel good. I don't feel good at the moment, but if Diggs could pull something out of his ass, then that'd be awesome.
Yeah, you're one deep pass touchdown away from making it interesting.
Exactly.
Maybe you'll get a Kittle 3 touchdown game tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm pretty much banking on that right now. But yeah, that actually, I just realized we just juggled right in between your game, looking at the slate right here. So, Mr. Fields, I'll let you go ahead and take the floor on this one.
Panthers beat the Bucks 23-20. Bucks season's over. They still have a chance. I know, they still have a chance to win the division. They do play the Panthers in Week 18, so the Week 18 game is basically for the division. Just just sad to see how the way the season has went. They have a full strength offense pretty much now, and it's just I don't understand if Diggs just got the ball. I'm just not sure if it's just Baker now, if that's all they're fixing. But their defense is trash. I still also am pissed off that every time the Buccaneers get within the red zone, they forget they have Bucky Irving, and they give the ball to Sean Tucker to vulture the touchdown. It used to be Rashad White that would piss me off about that, but now it's Sean Tucker. Even though I like Sean Tucker, it's just today for betting purposes. I wanted Bucky Irving to get the touchdown, but whatevs. Just disappointing. Really had high hopes this season, especially when they were like 6-1, and you beat a team like the Seahawks, you beat the Texans, you beat the 49ers. I mean, they beat good teams, and that was without half their receiving core, without Bucky Irving, and a beat up line, and they still just disappointed me. But we move on.
It's always next year, as a good old Cleveland fan would tell you. But next, we had the Atlanta Falcons beating the Arizona Cardinals 26-19. I'm not going to lie, I didn't really pay too much attention.
It was on at the bar when I was eating dinner. Marvin Harrison Jr. came back today. Didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, I was upset with Trey McBride for my fantasy team in the playoffs. I was banking on him doing more for me today, and
yeah, got another Kyle Pitts touchdown, another Bijan touchdown.
Yeah, so
just
I mean, other than that, I mean, I guess good for Kirk to get another win, but otherwise, I mean, it's good. It's good that the Falcons are winning for their sake because they don't even own their first round pick this year. So, I know the Rams fans got to be a little upset that the Cardinals won, or not Cardinals won, the Falcons won. Next, this game was actually very interesting, and it wasn't interesting in the beginning, but the Houston Texans winning 23-21 over the Las Vegas Raiders.
I was shocked to see.
This game got real grindy and dicey.
I was shocked to see Geno Smith play better than he has. They stayed in this game. When I saw it was 23-21, I'm like, there's no way Kenny Pickett was in this game. And he was, in fact, not in. Ashton Genty had a crazy game today, getting 2 touchdowns and long touchdowns, too. It wasn't just 5-yarders or anything. Texans are another team where I don't know if people are sleeping on them and they are quietly just moving their way into the playoffs, but I think they could have won by a little bit more than 2 points here against the Raiders. Raiders keep covering.
Yeah, I mean, the Raiders are going to be playing tough up all the way to the end, but, I mean, they are probably the worst team in the NFL right now.
I would agree.
But, you know, they're right now playing for who's going to get a roster spot next year, and, you know, hopefully they can keep getting Genty involved because, obviously, they look better when they get him more involved. I feel like he's kind of been forgotten about all year because the Raiders have been so bad. And he's just had his moments like today. But yeah. What did Nico Collins end up finishing with? Oh, only 59 yards. He just had a lot of big catches at the end. Nick Chubb, who I thought wasn't going to play today, ended up playing today. I'm ready to see him just be retired. He had a 30-yard run,
Marks being out today, too, gave him more carries.
Yeah, 6 carries compared to 0 normal. Yeah, I just don't want to see Nick Chubb go out this way, but as long as he's going out on his terms. Yeah. Let's see. All right, and then we had the Steelers beating the
Before we
Detroit
before we do
Lions
that one,
29.
I know we kind of like talked about stats, but we glazed over the Jaguars beating the Broncos.
I mean,
I mean, the only
yeah, go ahead. No, no, no. Take the floor on
the
that
big
one.
thing
Take
about
the floor
this
on that one.
game was again totally overlooked the Jaguars this season. This was definitely circled on the calendar for them. They've got to beat the Broncos. If they don't beat the Broncos, people aren't going to take you serious. I think them beating the Broncos proved that they're a good team. I know we talked about that, but just the sheer amount of points that they were scoring, 34 points. I mean, like we said, 4 touchdowns by Lawrence. I don't get where this is coming from. But I was really hoping Bo Nix would have pulled it out. I mean, he had 352 yards, only 1 touchdown, and R.J. Harvey had a touchdown. They just couldn't get it finished, but this was definitely one of my more favorite games of the day, aside from this next one. So, not that I wanted to keep rubbing it into any Broncos fans, but that was a great game. But this game that's
I don't
coming up,
mind it.
this is a good game, and I hate the Steelers.
Yeah. Yes, I do too. And the call at the end of this game made me upset, but I mean that it's not wrong, but it just sucks. It had to be that. Steelers win 29-24 over the Lions. Looked like the Steelers were going to run away with this game. Uh, and the Lions had a heroic fourth quarter effort. Got the game to within 5 points after Jalen Warren had a monster day, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kenneth Gainwell making one of the best catches I'd seen this year.
Yeah, it was great.
Um, Amon-Ra St.Brown got called for an offensive PI on the very last play of the game. He caught the ball, lateraled it to Goff, who made a heroic dive into the end zone, which would have kept their playoff hopes alive. And I mean, they still are alive. It's just now 16% chance of them making it compared to.
Yeah.
I don't remember what their percentage was if they won this game, but this was a huge win for Pittsburgh. Now makes it to where Baltimore, it's pretty much a must-win tonight over New England.
Jalen Warren, 143 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, but the story of the day was Gainwell, 50 yards on the ground, 78 receiving, and a touchdown, and Aaron Rodgers just pulling this team along, and they are officially at 9 wins, which is a Steelers tradition. They got the Browns next week in Cleveland, and then they finish the season with the Ravens. Week 18 will be interesting for a lot of teams, I think, for division and playoff implications.
Yeah, 100%. Adam Thielen also, I keep forgetting that
Yeah.
he's a Pittsburgh Steeler as well. Each week I'm like, oh, wow. Thought he retired. But did you see what happened with DK
Punched a
Metcalf in
Lions
this game?
fan. Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so he'll definitely get
Absolutely.
suspended. At minimum fine. Just you can't be doing that. So there's a chance he probably won't play against the Browns. But yeah, this game was electric for sure, but definitely crazy ending to the game. And if you saw the dive from Jared Goff at the end, I thought they won it on that play right then and there, but they had the flags thrown, unfortunately. But yeah, other than that, we're wrapping up. Sunday Night Football right now. It's the start of the fourth quarter where the Ravens are up 17-13 over the Patriots. So interested to see how this one pans out. I'm hoping the Patriots win for our Hold My Bets league so I can stay in the race, because I feel like if I lose this one, or if they lose, I go 1-2, it's gonna be damn near impossible for me
Yeah,
to
you
get out
just
of the
want to make
basement.
sure
Whereas if I win this one, I'm only one game behind,
behind me.
or one win behind. Behind the because the lad went 3-0.
Let me see where we're at. One last check. So
Because that would put me at 22.
yeah, it'd be one behind me. And right now the lad and Korg are tied. Oh no, Korg's up on him by 1. He needs San Francisco.
Did he end up finishing going Cord?
He's 1-1.
Cord?
He needs San Francisco
1-1.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, you and me are currently within 1.
Right.
But if New England or if Baltimore wins, we're still 2 away. So it's getting a little.
Yeah, I remember Korg talking all this smack. Well, I did the math, and there's no way that he could even compete with us.
Yeah, it's getting tight.
Yeah, just a friendly reminder. Korg's got comment down below. Jay Cook, Jay Allen, Korg's got comment down below. It hits. Go on to a Lucky Fan, right here. Honestly, we'll give it to someone in Iowa. We'll have Korg hand deliver it to someone in Iowa.
Oh, I want to know what he got for the Hold My Bet or Hold My Bev Christmas gift.
Oh yeah, so Korg supposedly sent everyone
Was it everyone or was it just
Christmas gift?
It's probably just one card. It's probably Jay Cook.
I couldn't tell. He said the Hold My Bev Christmas gift. So it's a secret reveal that we'll have to find out whenever he's back from Iowa. Yeah, I don't know. He wasn't very specific.
I mean, it was the shape of a card.
Yeah.
And it's got to be something that's related to the show. So it's either Chris Boswell, Jay Cook, Jay Allen, or JJ. I mean, I can't think of any other players it would have been. Unless it was Jalen Tyson or Quinton Judkins. I don't know. I paid $0.25 for it.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Hold My Bev. Week 16 wrapping up. We got Monday Night Football tomorrow with the Colts and 49ers. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, leave a like, subscribe down below.
It's Derrick Henry.
Anyways, leave a like down below, subscribe if you guys enjoyed, comment down below, help us out. Enter in a chance to win. Korg's got 1-of-1 auto right here. National Treasures rookie card, pink diamond with Jalen Tyson on it and Quinton Judkins, pink diamond right there. Until next time, guys, take it easy.